Hello everyone. As you all know that we people have already learned about how to make Jiva Amrita, that is giving life to the soil. Only challenge in storing Jiva Amrita because it has a shelf life of maximum 15 to 20 days. So one more alternative is there which is called Ghana Jiva Amrita. As the name says, Ghana means dense. It is a solid form of Jiva Amrita. So it can be stored till 6 months. So people who find it difficult to source your fresh cow dung and cow urine and making Jiva Amrita, and they don't have so many plants, so that after making it, storage will be a problem. So this is the best for those people who have a limited number of plants. So today I'll be telling you the proportion for 5 kgs. So depending on how many plants you have, you can manipulate the proportions. So the things what we need for making Ghana Jiva Amrita is your cow dung, gram flour or basin, your jaggery, your soil from your garden, and cow urine. So you can say gobar, gaumutra, basin, mitti from your garden. So these are the basic things which we need with the jaggery. So when we made Jiva Amrita, the base we took water. So in that we had mixed these things. But now we are making Ghana Jiva Amrita and we want to store it for a longer time. So we'll make sure we are not going to use water anywhere. So how to make it? Now suppose you are taking 5 kgs of cow dung or gobar. In that 100 grams of basin or gram flour is required, an equal quantity of your jaggery and your garden soil. Okay, so this can be manipulated depending on the number of plants you people have. Now this is cow urine. This quantity may differ. Sometimes the cow dung is very fresh and it is little on a soggy side, so it cannot take too much of cow urine. And sometimes if it is dried, then little bit you take this, because we have to combine everything and we have to make it in a dough consistency. Okay, so I'll make a little and I'll show you. So the first thing what you have to do is, whenever you source a fresh cow dung, just spread it in a sheet of paper or something for a day, so that the maximum moisture whatever it had, it should not be very difficult for you to make a dough. So it should be little on a drier side. So today morning I have just kept it like this. So it is neither dry nor wet. So it's little moist kind. So we'll take a tray. This is a very little quantity, but the proportion what I said you is for the 5 kg one. So if you are taking 5 kg of cow dung, 100 grams of your gram flour and 100 grams of jaggery and 100 grams of your garden soil. Okay. Cow urine can be more or less. Now we have taken your cow dung, which morning only I have taken, but little I have spread it on the paper. So now it's not as wet as you can see this. Okay. So now in this we'll put little amount, because this is more. So I'll add little amount of gram flour and little amount of jaggery. We'll mix everything nicely. Okay. Now once everything is mixed nicely and you feel that now some liquid is required to give it a dough consistency, then we'll add little of cow urine in this. Okay, that's gaumutra. When it is 5 kg you people are doing, then definitely you need little more, approximately 1 liter it will go. 1 to 2 liters of cow urine also can go in that. Okay. Now this is also a very rich source for all your microbial activity in the soil. So make sure once in 15 days this should be given to your soil to increase all the microbial activities, and it helps in controlling all your bacterial or any other fungal infection in the soil. So either you can give it in the form of liquid, that is the Jiva Amrita, or in the form of Ghana Jivamrita. Only thing is Jivamrita, the effectiveness will be much more as it is fresh, and this it is dried, and anyways we are using after 6 months, so effectiveness will be little less compared to your Jivamrita, but still it is quite effective. So try making whichever is easier for you. Now once suppose you have made it into a dough consistency, okay, now we'll cover this and keep it aside for a day. So after 24 hours, this is will make small balls in this. It is kept 24 hours just for the process of fermentation. So once the fermentation is done, all the microbial activity will be multiplied by so many times, so that it will be more effective. So once this is done, we can make small, after 24 hours you can make small balls. Size can vary, you can go for this size, or little bigger size also than this. Instead of making round, you can make little flat also. Make sure that once you make this, you will shade dry it, okay, because so many microbes are there. If too much of hot sun will fall on this, so the quality might get affected. So just make small, either the round form or the flat form, whatever it is. Once you make it size and shape whatever you want. Now how to use it? Okay, first thing, once you made it, you keep it aside in a shaded place for almost a week to 10 days it will take to dry. Make sure you protect it from rodents or any birds, so keep it in such an area so it can be protected from them. So just once you feel after 1 week, when you see it has become hard rock, now see it's quite hard, okay. So there should not be any fungus, because if little moisture also is there, it will be difficult for you to store it. After few days there might be little fungal attack in that. So make sure the moisture should not be there at all. So once this is done, you just keep it in shade for a week or 10 days, and keep rotating also. After 2 to 3 days, you just see if this part is properly dried, then just rotate it and keep it like this. So make sure it should be either, you can tap it and see that it has become hard rock kind of a thing, and it is quite hard, and there should not be any moisture. If you feel still moisture is there, let it be there for 15 days outside only. Once you feel the moisture is no more in this, that is the time when you can store it in any of the sack. So put it in any of the sack and tie it and keep it properly. So once in 15 days, there are 2 options how to give it to your plants. Suppose this size you are taking, so just break it into pieces and spread it around the plant, or you can dissolve it in water. Take 1 mug of water and then dissolve one. This piece is enough for 2 plants, so you can give it to 2 plants. If you are giving in a just breaking and using it dry in form only, so it will be a gradual release of all the nutrients and microbes to your plants. So it's up to you whether you want to use it in a diluted form or in a solid form. So just break it, you can crush it, and you can make it in a little roughly coarsely powder form. That way also you can spread it around your plant. So it will really take care of all the microbial activities in your soil, and it's really healthy for your plant's growth. So it's if you are planning for an organic gardening, then this is, you can say, a Ramban or must do for your garden. So either you go for Jivamrita or you go for Ghana Jivamrita. Both are equally good. So thank you for joining me. Keep watching. We have many more such things which will help you to take care of your terrace garden in an organic way, in a much easier way. Thank you. Bye bye. Namaste.